Hey, what's up? This your boy Big Man. You already know what it is, man. So let's get right to it. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about two different MCs, man. Two different rappers. Now, one goes by the name of R5 Homixide, and the other is Rod Wave. Now, I know Rod Wave barely needs an introduction, and we're going to talk about his current situation. We're going to also talk about R5 Homixide, man. Now, R5 Homixide, this seems like a sad situation. If all the reports and all the news that's out there is for real, man, this is a tragic situation in hip hop, and we'll get to the gist of it. I mean, basically, man, it seems like this MC lost his life, man. It's sad to say, you know what I mean? And we'll give you all the specifics on that, and we'll also talk about this Rod Wave situation. Because based on what's being said, Rod Wave is looking at going to jail, man. Now, a lot of people have been running with this rumor, and we're going to get to that as well, man. Now, before we get to the specifics, do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and man, let's get it. Okay, now that we got that out of the way, let's talk about R5 Homixide, man. Now, this is a crazy situation, man, because according to the reports out there and all the stories on social media, this young rapper, allegedly, man, he took his own life, man. Sad to say, man. Horrible situation. And it's wild to say the least. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to reference a report that's out there. And it's not an official report, but there's a lot of stuff floating on social media right now that's pretty negative about this situation. I'm guessing he had these ops and they're saying one thing, and it's a lot going on, man, to keep it real with y'all. Now, in this report, and this is not an official report. I'm not even sure this is an official news site, but it says like this. The headline reads this. It says, young Atlanta rapper R5 Homixide, suicide leads to his death. All right, so I'm guessing they're saying that suicide led to his death. Now, some sources claim that the young rapper R5 Homixide suicide caused his death on Monday, which is today, at the young age of 24. May he rest in peace. Now, I'd also like to say, man, RIP to R5 Homixide. But right now, since this isn't official, we got to just call this a rumor and say all this is alleged. But it looks like it's being reported evenly throughout hip-hop, you know what I'm saying? So this is a sad situation, and condolences to his family. Now, I watched his recent interview that he did, man, with La La Land, and basically he talked about the fact that he was from the east side of Atlanta. He's an Atlanta representative. And according to a lot of people on social media, man, he has an affiliation with some of the biggest people in Atlanta's hip-hop game. One of those including Playboy Cardi. Another person of that is Big Bang Black from the Big Facts podcast. And, you know, it just seems like this is a tragedy all around, man. When something like this happens, you know, you really can't prepare for it. And even if there's signs, man, sometimes there's nothing you can do. So I know a lot of people on this corner and his team, they're probably scratching their head and wondering why. And hopefully, man, people who are close to them can send their condolences and actually reach out to them and be some type of help. You know what I mean? Now, in this story, they continue by referencing that same interview that I talked about earlier. It says about 2 months ago, in the last segment of La La Land, La Shepherd talked with rising Atlanta artist R5 Homixide. Throughout the interview, R5 reflected on beating a murder charge and many other cases, increasing in Atlanta, specifically Bankhead and the East Side, transitioning to music from the streets and living independently, moving like a rapper, and the effect of self-belief. Like, he harped a lot on self-belief, which is dope, man. There's a lot to be said about, you know, wishing or thinking of things and bringing them to fruition. You know what I mean? Now, it continues by saying this. It says in quotes, I go to this studio when I got to get some stuff off my chest. Ain't no way else I can do it. But put me in the song. You know what I mean? But put it in the song, I believe. So basically, he was talking about the fact that he used the studio as a way for him to get off his emotions and to get things off his chest and just as a general stress reliever or whatnot, man. Sometimes making music or doing something you love can be very therapeutic, man. It seems like if all these rumors pan out and this is really true, that he lost his life and he took his life, hopefully, man, somebody who was there in his corner, you know, they're not blaming themselves and, you know, somebody's reaching out to those people who are close to him. I want to keep hampering on that part. Now, even in this story, it says, although there is no official report about the rapper R5 Homicide's suicide at this time, so many users started to share their tributes on social media and react to the tragedy. And they talk about all the people who, you know, said something on social media or whatnot. Now, there's also a debate if any of this news is really real. And also, you got people on the opposite side, I guess, folks that he got into it with or something like that, who have some things to say as well on social media. And we're not going to entertain any of that at this time. Now, for this story, man, hopefully, man, all is well for our 5 Homicides family. Hopefully, this is just a rumor and is not true. If it is true, man, rest in peace to that cat, man. And it's a horrible situation to say the least, man. Now, let's also switch gears, man. Let's talk about this Rod Wave situation. Now, Rod Wave's situation is rather unique, man, because Rod Wave looks like he's looking at a case, man. So Rod Wave took to social media and said a couple things, and let's actually look at that video.
Yeah. The Atalanta show is sold out. I gotta turn myself in when I get to Atlanta. Do a little walk through real quick. Playing police games and shit. Yeah, that sold out though.
Okay, now as you heard in that video, man, Rod Wave, and this is what makes this unique, a unique situation. It seems like he's telling his fans off the rip that he's going to have to turn himself into police. Now, let me decode what he said or unpack the video, right? Now, in that clip, he said that his show in Atlanta is sold out. Now, that is no surprise because Rod Wave is one of the hottest rappers in the game / singers. I don't know what to classify him as because the way that he sings and raps, it's amazing, man. He's got a gift, man. He's got a talent, man. And that's why his music is well received and it has that great crossover effect to it, And I hate to throw the crossover thing out there because I know a majority of his fans are still in the, in the hip hop community, man, or people who mostly listen to hip hop, right? But dude's numbers don't say that. They through the roof. So him going to Atlanta and having to turn himself in, people ran with that. Like, man, he got to turn himself into jail? Why? Like, what did he do? Because nobody was really under any impression that, Rod Wave was in any kind of trouble or had anything over his head. Also in the video, he said something about they playing police games. Now, I don't know if he meant the people who were commenting on the video or he actually meant that people were playing games or the people were playing games with him, but it seems like he might have a situation on his hands. Now, I hate this for Rod Wave because dude, like I said, is super duper talented, and I think he's got that longevity type skill in this game, man. When I first heard of Rod Wave, I thought dude was from Houston. Everything about him seemed Houston to me. Then I found out he was from St. Petersburg, Florida, and it made more sense to me because they got that same type of swag almost, man. Just a little different, a little Florida twist with it, a little bit more East Coastish, you know what I'm saying? But it's still the South. Now, Rod Wave, hopefully, man, it's something small. And the way that he said it, you're going to think it's something small if it's really him turning himself into the police or the authorities. Hopefully, this doesn't have any type of effect on his career. And I'm guaranteeing we're going to hear some more of this in the future. Now, what do you guys think about this situation? What do you think about the whole R5 homicide situation? Do you believe the reports that, or the stories out there, I should say? Nothing's been a confirmed report yet that he lost his life due to his own doing, man? Or do you think that, this might just be a rumor that's running wild? Now, what do you think about Rod Wave's situation? Do you think he's just messing with his fans? Or do you think he legit has to turn himself into the Atlanta police in September when he got a show out there, man? And if he does, is it really that big deal if he's saying it like this? It might be nothing. Might be some parking tickets, right? Now, with that, this has been your boy Big Man. Do me a favor. Make sure you hit that like button. Make sure you hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit that notification bell so that way you get a notification every time I drop this hot content. And we out of here. Peace.